The RDS99 back again, bringing you a team deathmatch on the map Convoy from the map pack Escalation. And today I'm using the AUG with extended mags with the perks Scavenger Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro and Marathon Pro. And just wanted to talk about why I use that setup. The AUG is a great weapon if you can cope with the little bit of recoil. There's a high fire rate, it's quite powerful, and for a map like this where the combat is close to medium range, it is really quite effective. And I just wanted to talk about today about correct and suitable guns for the right maps. You do see a lot of people that are using totally the wrong gun. They're using a SMG on a map like Jungle, Array, where it isn't really that suitable. I'm just telling you really what I use on certain maps, and just some guidance really if you're struggling with your setup and struggling with what gun to use on which map. So basically I use 5 main guns, and that's the Commando, the FAMAS, the 47, the 74U and the AUG, which I'm using now, and this is really what my main gun at the moment. I think I just really like it. I like the way it looks, I like the way it sounds. It's really good high fire rate, which is great for getting in people's faces with, and I think you definitely need to look at the range of the gunfight on these sort of maps. I mean, Array is going to be medium to long range, and you don't want to be using an SMG, and also you don't want to be using something with a really bad attachment. I mean, I would definitely stay away from the reflex sight. Even the red dot sight isn't that good. The ACOG on this game is terrible. I would stay away from that. It's just not going to help you in your game. It's not going to help you get those good scores that everybody goes for. And you just need to stick with a certain setup and get confident with it. And then on these types of maps, you get to know the range that it can be effective at, especially if you're near the spawn. Just simply through experience that this gun will kill that guy at this range, and the more you get used to that, the more effective you're going to be, and obviously that's going to raise your game, your consistency, and make you a better player. The only attachments I use on my guns are, apart from extended mag or dual mag, is the silencer, and I don't know why, but I like using the silencer on Hanoi. I think it's quite a dark map, it's quite campy, there's a lot of people sitting around on that map, and I think it won't hurt you just to be a little bit more stealthy, especially on that map. Another map I use it on is Villa sometimes. I'm not quite sure why, it's just what's worked for me in the past, and whatever's worked for you in the past, as I say, you do from experience tend to stick with those setups. And with the assault rifles on this game are actually quite good. There's a good collection of them, and you don't need to waste your time with silly sights. Going back to the reflex sight, I mean, apart from anything, it impairs your vision, which is not good. And if you can just get used to using the iron sights, it will help you a lot, especially when you're picking out other people's weapons, because there's a lot of people in this game that do have good setups, but there is also a lot of bad setups. But just try out different guns for different maps. You're not going to get it right first time, but definitely the bigger maps like Array, Jungle, what else is another bigger map? Some of the maps from this map pack stockpile is quite big, but with a lot of close combat, so I definitely advise one of the high fire rate assault rifles for those sorts of maps, and just try and stick with a gun and just see how it fares for you. Definitely my best advice really. Try not to get stuck with a poor gun, and just see what other people are using. There's a lot of videos on YouTube where people are using a good setup, and to be honest, you very rarely see anybody posting a video with a reflex or anything, because it just doesn't really work for you. And that's all I have really today, so thanks very much for watching, and stick around for more. Thanks very much.
We achieved victory. Good work, comrades.